Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel, Enchantress Tarot. I'm going to do your reading for April 22nd through April 28th, 2018. Another month just kind of flown by. The sun is moved into Taurus on the 20th. Chiron has already moved into Aries after being in Uranus for those 6 years. So there's a lot of energy changing. We have Saturn also going retrograde, as is Pluto going retrograde. Mercury has gone direct, so we can move forward with a lot of things that we had been in review of, and hopefully you have completed the things that you had put onto the side and not taken care of with anything in communications, writing, signing, meetings, any socializing that you would have needed to be doing in networking. Hopefully you took care of all that. And then Venus is moving into Gemini. Okay. So we do have a lot of energy going on here. I'm using my Dionne deck. Okay, it's a beautiful deck. And let's see what energy we have for the week. Now, the Justice card came up. You know, when I also have the Taurus solar return up, if you haven't seen it. And I have all of last year's up to now. Those are good for a whole year. Even though you see 2017, that goes up until your next solar return in 2018. So when I do one now, it carries through for the next year up until this time the sun comes back into that sign. So please do look at that. That reading was all major arcana. All right, so we have Justice. So for some of you, this is a legal situation that they're talking about. Justice is being served. Maybe you have something going on with custody battle, adoption, foster, over property, a lawsuit, an accident, anything that you would have to have some sort of legality involved where you're being swayed, things are being balanced. You see the fulcrum she holds there, the scales of justice. Her sword is upright. So we know that this is taking action now. If it was down, I would say it's done, it's completed, but this is really coming to a culmination for you. So it's happening now for you, a lot of you with this decision. There is a lot of yellow empowerment going on here too. So this could be something that's feeling very empowered to you. Please remember that in these legalities and situations, everyone is going to be different. All right, this is a general reading. For some of you, the scales will tip in your favor greatly. And maybe you'll be overwhelmed and really feeling joyfully blissed. For others, it may tip, but not as deeply as you would like it to. Always giving thanks for what you did get, because a piece of the pie is better than no pie at all, I always say. And if you have been unfair or unjust with others, this is talking about the scales being tipped also for the other person's favor, bringing about some much needed harmonic balance in the situation. Now, if it's a relationship, we're talking about, because this card is Libra in the Tarot. Justice is Libra. It's an air sign. So we know that we're looking about the 7th house, harmonic balance in relationships, partnerships, anything you can do with other people. It would be any open enemies, okay, that you would come to dealing with. But you want to do whatever is necessary in this situation. If it's a person, place, or thing, you know what this is. Apply it to a snapshot of your life. But whatever you're going to do what's necessary to bring balance and order back to this situation, be fair, be just. Even if you feel like, well, that person wouldn't do it for me, it doesn't matter. For you, it's best for your outcome in the long run to do what's fair and just. Lead by your example. Do what's necessary to do the best thing. And even if you don't feel like it's the right decision and you feel conflicted over, you know, giving into that person, why should I do it for them? They haven't for me. It's kind of like one of those situations. It's about being happy, you know, more than being right. You want to feel good about your decision here. And it's not going to be always about your worldly ambitions and hurting other people. This is, many times it's about everything that you're doing now will come back to you, okay? Because justice is the card of karma, all right? So it's fairness in litigation and balance. Even if it's something with home and business, your job in school, the children, and working. See, this is talking about victory for you and feeling self-empowered by this situation. So it's a nice energy to come forth for you. I'm just trying to see if it ties into anything that's going, oh, well, Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus does rule Taurus. So if that's also about anything to do with your money, anything in your core values, your systems, core value system, this is talking about bringing balance to it. So if you're spending too much, you want to taper it back. If you're drinking too much, taper it back. Drugs, whatever you're doing in an excess, we want to regain a balance here for us. And in so doing, you will feel strengthened. This is that solar plexus chakra color, that yellow, so that you do feel like you were swift and true in what you did. It could even be sometimes you have to, if it's unpleasant, cut ties with somebody. But we want you to do this, like I said, always being above board and being fair. Don't worry about what the other person's doing. Just concentrate on yourself. And like I said, in the long run, it'll pay off for you. You have the Nine of Cups. What a beautiful card. This is your wish card. So for a lot of you, this is definitely going in your favor. Whatever this litigation or lawsuit is, it's going in your favor. So if you did win the custody battle or the joint custody, you settled on child support or alimony, a car accident settlement. If you had a sinkhole, you're coming to, or a flood or a hurricane damage, so many people are still waiting for money to get help. This is talking about your Nine of Cups. The 9 is that it came to an end. Spirit has intervened. The cups are your emotions. That's water. And it is known as the wish card here. So it is about you feeling emotionally satisfied again. This is what money can't buy. I feel satisfied. I feel loved. I feel complete. These are the things that you're feeling, the sensual pleasures that is all coming into play for you. And again, with these yellows and greens. So we know it's very empowering with this. Something to do with money for a lot of you, or something is growing. We have this great tree here, and here she's got a lesser tree behind her though. But we know that something's established and taking root here. And we have, it looks like the bee here. I don't know if it's a honeybee or a bumblebee, but we know that bees work in tandem with a community, right? They're little architects. They build things, they create things, and they're undaunted in their quest to do so. So for you, I'm saying with this card, you're ending a period of being in an emotional turmoil, and now it feels like your wishes are coming true. Your cups feel like they're full again. You're feeling very satisfied. You have one cup there with you. The white here is that purification, but it's starting all over. It's something new. With the 9 we end, the 10 we begin. So we know that this phase of feeling emotionally dissatisfied is coming to the end. And you've got spirit there, or yourself. This is you're starting to architect something new. You're building something new. Very creative energy here. So if it's in a relationship, like I said, anything to do with other people, a job, a vocation, a trade, this is saying your wishes are coming true for now, that you're reaching the goals that you had set out for, whatever this was before. Yeah, and here's the universe, which is the world in the Tarot. Now, the world is completion. It's success. This is Saturn energy, and Saturn's in retrograde. So we know whenever planet is retrograde, we're reflecting, okay? We're reviewing. And Saturn is about core structures and values. It's work. It's your career. It's the way the world sees you, your reputation, okay? It's about you being responsible. So these are the things you're going to be reviewing right now in your life with this retrograde. But what the universe is saying, for many of you, you have come to a point that this is really a closure. Because when the universe shows up, something has ended, that cycle is over, you're giving praise, applause, finality before the next phase begins. It's accomplishment, and it's part of this journey, whatever this is perfection right now. There's some wholeness going on. So whether it's school, a job, a marriage, just had a baby, got engaged, someone's getting engaged, they bought their first house, they've worked so hard, they got their degree. It even could be the trip of a lifetime, a vacation of a lifetime, travel. That's what this is. This is so huge in a way that you're being rewarded, because Saturn doesn't reward you until you do all the work. So when this card shows up, it says you've done all the work and you're being rewarded. Again, all this white here with the blue sky. So there's a lot of knowledge. You've learned a lot. Wisdom from the universe has come to you. You see this spirit like frozen in the ice there too? Spirit's always there to help you and guide you no matter how hard things become, how frozen you feel in time, that things have not gone forward. You feel like it's stagnant and you're not going anywhere. This is like it's breaking through, like Spirit's coming through here. This is the big breakthrough for you. There's going to be a lot of change going on, but in a positive way for you. And it could take a lot more hard work, because once a phase is finished, you know, what happens? You start a new phase. You're like, here I go again. But hopefully you've got a lot of wisdom from the situation to take with you with whatever's coming next. And then the Tower. All right, this card is showing it very differently, but you see, nothing built on a lie can stand for long. This is a sudden change. You know, maybe some shocking truth comes to you. Maybe you have this epiphany, some enlightenment. It's going to be very emotional though for you, because other cards show it on solid ground. This is on a precipice of water and it's raging. So you know there's a lot of emotions going on here. Everything is going to be revealed to you. This could be a very humbling experience for you. Like I said, if you're the one who was keeping things out of balance, this is like a day of reckoning for you, that your arrogance is released. You know, if you've been oppressing someone or a situation. But if you were the one who's been oppressed, that means the Tower is getting struck on that person or situation or thing. And it will be very emotional for you, depending on how it's going to go. I'm not going to lie to you. For some of you, if you've been the one causing all the trouble here emotionally, it's going to be very upsetting for you. Maybe there was a lot of gossip or lies, or, you know, you were doing things that, or saying things you shouldn't have. Then this is a cleansing for you, and it's a learning experience, you know, that enlightenment. But if it's others around you, this is going to be this shocking change, clearing away the old dogmas, the old paradigms. Everything is being revealed to you, like I said, that you can rebuild now. Because things weren't what they seemed. You know, you could have been blinded to something too. Like you maybe didn't see or didn't want to see. You wouldn't accept it because it was hard for you, or you were afraid, okay? This card comes when we need that washing away of everything to rebuild. And you might be emotionally distraught by it. This card is Mars energy. I'm recording this, it's like the last day of Aries. The Sun in Aries and Mars rules Aries. But we know what Mars, it's that warrior spirit, okay? It's fiery energy, it's passion, it's a trailblazer, you know, it's just gonna bust through everything. And what does Mars like to do? Build, constantly building at a fire, forging new life, forging new things. So look at it this way. This had to come to pass in order for the next phase. Now here you have this ending, all right, of reward and praise. And then this is going to be more like a real cleansing away. Like if somebody cheated on you, they lied to you, they've been stealing, they've been dishonest, anyone in friends, family, and business. This is revealed to you. You know, maybe somebody's been jealous of your successes or what's been going on. You won the situation here and now you seem so happy, and they see, you know, that things are going well for you. It could even be that people undermine or are trying to undermine the situation. This for them is a day of reckoning. So it depends. And it could be something going on around you. And like all this emotion could be going on around you, but you're seeing this and watching this happen. Because remembering with the Tower card, it is a time to rebuild, and that's what they're saying. It's time to rebuild. So looking at this here, with this outcome, I'm saying for most of you, with the end of this phase in your life, it is time to rebuild something new. But you're taking some wisdom with you and clarity, that you won't let things be so hard and stagnate with you anymore. And emotionally, you're ready to wash away the past and heal it. And that's that's Chiron and Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer. Mars rules Aries. This is the beginning of healing the pains of the past, that you're ready to just strike a chord with this and say, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. So this could very well be you washing away all this, whatever this traumatic event was that you were waiting to get money on, or if it was a car accident, whatever it is, you're ready to clear that all away and build new again. So for some of you, it could be that it's wreaking havoc on you in your life as things that you have perpetrated. This is a humbling of your own arrogance or oppressing others. But if it was done to you, this is truly washing that away emotionally. And in this card, the tower still stands. Other cards, it shows it's crumbling to the ground. So when this all recedes and washes away, you're still standing tall and strong and better for it, okay? But your life won't be the same once you look back. After all this, you're going to realize everything had to happen and unfold as it did for me to be where I am now. And I never, ever want to go back to the way that it was. Okay, well, thank you for this beautiful reading, and thank you to everyone who's subscribing. If you haven't, please hit subscribe and like and share. I'm available for readings, and I do emergency readings also. I often do same day. Hey, I've been there myself. So you could always IM me on Facebook, on Enchantress Tarot, or Instagram DM me, or even on Twitter. I'm happy to do that. And my email is listed also, enchantress_59@hotmail.com. And I'm very happy to help you with that. And we could do it by phone or Skype, okay? So thanks very much, everyone. And as always, I wish you the best.